contains violent content which may be too intense for some. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to be back and with all of you. I've missed you. It's only been a few days, but a lot has gone on in these few days. So I just wanted to come on and have a heart-to-heart chat. This past 4 or 5 days have not been easy. I know that I put out an announcement earlier, probably yesterday, day before. What's today? Monday, Saturday I did. And I've been dealing with that and taking my daughter to college and just trying to be the best friend I can be and help support a family. So before we get into all that, I want to say hi to everybody. Marv, looking hot, Marv. Love the picture. Thank you. That is one of the AI pictures that I took, and I like that one. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Wanda from Missouri. Good to see you. Hi, Jill. How are you? Phil Bond. Nice to see you here. Jean Williams. Welcome, welcome. Joy, you too. Janet, it's good to see you again. Digital, how are you? There's my girl, Andrea. She's in the chat tonight. She says, thank you to those that sent condolences for the loss of my brother. Hey, Bossy, how are you? Yeah, deepest sympathies, absolutely. Hey, Thomas, nice to see you here. Frosty's in the house. I'm sure others will come in as time goes by and they see that I'm online. Not everybody gets notifications. That drives me crazy. But yeah, so tonight we're just going to talk from the heart. You know, in our community, I've always said, we're a family of a community that nobody really wants to be a part of. Because we eat, sleep, and breathe crime. Doesn't matter if it's the murder of 2 young girls, the murder of little children taken by their parents, or their lives are taken by somebody else, total stranger who decides that they like to tie people up and do horrendous things to them. But I learned this week that a lot of times when vehicles are in the situation, we call it an accident. Well, I can tell you that not all of them are accidents. There's a reason why the term vehicular manslaughter is in our vocabulary. So a lot of soul searching going on the past few days. It's been so tough for the Jones Dell family, and I'm just glad that I could be there for them. Even though I'm in Wisconsin, I can still support them from afar. So, how did my YouTube days start? Well, my YouTube days started on True Crime Investigates with Anthony Grano. I'd be on a show and talk, and, did I ever think I would have my own show? No. I was happy just being in everybody's chat, and going on his show every so often, and, just being part of the community. And then one day I realized I had to step up and do more. So I started this channel. And I went into it blind, not really knowing a whole lot. I knew how it worked and stuff. But what you don't expect is the friendships that you make along the way. Now, I don't know a lot of you personally, but I still consider you a friend. I've never met a lot of you. Those of you who I have met, I'm blessed to have done that. But I can tell you that the most rewarding part of all of this, besides helping the families, is just having that relationship with all of you. Whether it's just through the screen here and through chat, or actually meeting you on the walks. I never thought in a million years that one of my best friends would come from meeting people from doing this. But it happened. Sometimes God just brings you to people that he wants you to be a part of, and he wants them to be a part of your life. And that's what happened with Andrea. It was as simple as, hey, you want me to take you to Tipton and show you around? And I'm like, yeah, that would be great. And since that day, we clicked. We definitely clicked. And she has become one of my best friends in this whole wide world. And did I ever imagine that would happen? No. And I can talk to all kinds of you. A lot of you. You guys send me emails. You send me instant messages on Facebook. You talk to me in the chat. And even though I may not know all of you as well as I know Andrea, it still feels like I do. And that is the most rewarding part of all of this, besides helping these families and these victims. Yes, Absolutely, Thomas. Hope everyone's staying safe that are in path of this hurricane. Yeah, exactly. And there's just so many things going on in this world right now that have me irked. I turn on YouTube and I get a video that there's been a shooting at a high school football game. What the hell? You know, it's bad enough that we go through all these school shootings. Now it's going to start happening at activities and events. Then today, another school shooting in North Carolina. It's only their 6th day of school. You know, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We live in a world with so many smart people. Why is it that these people can't fix this? Why can't any of us fix this? Why does a 25-year-old man decide to go 70 miles per hour in a 45 zone and be reckless and hit 2 vehicles and take somebody's life? You know, we got to love each other more. We have to turn this world around. The empathy is gone. The respect is gone. And it's frustrating. And it makes me angry. And then on top of that, you come on to YouTube and you have people fighting, attacking each other. It's just like it's never ending. So tonight, I wanted to come on and talk about love, respect, empathy. You know, remind everybody that we're the ones that decide how we're going to act and how we're going to behave. And I've had my reality check this week. Let me tell you, there's things I've done on here that I'm not proud of, thinking back on it. So the only thing I could do is vow to do things better and do them the right way. How is everybody feeling about the world today? We've had some big news come out of our community. Oh, you got that right. Ego-driven. Absolutely. You know, we're not that far away from September 11th. And one of the things that I've been doing is while working, I have been watching 9/11 documentaries. And I watched one today while I was working. And they were talking about how the people band together, supported our country, supported one another. And I miss those days. I wish every day could be like that. In my town, things are worse since the lockdowns. It's like we've forgotten how to live in a society. Kelt, what kind of lockdowns are you having? Is it due to COVID? You know, it almost seems like the world is going to come to an end. And I don't think about this very often, but I did last night. You've got the fires in Canada, the fires in Hawaii, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes have happened recently. I appreciate your prayer request for our family this week. Natasha's dad is my father-in-law, and it's been a harsh week for our family. Yes, it has been a harsh week for your family. And my thoughts and prayers are with each and every single one of you. I don't know how your big family is still standing, except for the fact that you all have a wonderful support group in each other and you help each other get through it. Oh, yes, don't forget UFOs. Yep. And you have, I don't know if you've all been paying attention to the news, but it's not good. It's not looking good as far as COVID. It's coming back, and it's coming back in full force. And from the sounds of it, the mask mandates are going to start up. And unfortunately, that means the lockdowns are coming. Intelligence is more rewarded than kindness, and wealth is more valued than giving. Crazy? Yep. Yes, it does make you wonder. Recently saw a video of a fire tornado and another video of a tornado. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's what I thought, Kel. COVID lockdowns. Yep. No, but it's getting bad all over again. We've had some schools in the United States that have shut down for a couple weeks because of it. So it is going around again. I'm in Massachusetts, and it's back to masks now for hospitals and clinics. Yeah. It's coming. We're all going to have to wear them again. And as much as we hated the first round, we're going to have to do it again because this round is even worse from what I'm hearing. It's hard to imagine that anything could have been worse than the first round. But this strain is a lot worse. I don't know if any of this is true, but I read that it's going to affect 9 out of 10 people. Out of every 10 people, 9 people out of that 10 will be affected. Oh, yeah. Then we got the election coming up next year. Every time I look at TikTok, Trump's being arrested. They're talking about Biden doing this and Biden doing that. And I'm like, oh boy. That means all the ads are going to start again soon. Because November of 2024, we'll have another election. And I can't stand the ads. They make me sick. I want to tell you a quick story. My daughter recently went to the fair, and there was a nominee that was running for, I think, Senate. My daughter, being who she is, she's like, what's on your agenda? What are you hoping to accomplish if you get elected? And this guy told her universal health care. And she looked at him and she goes, okay, what else? And he goes, that's it. I want universal health care. And she looked at him and she said, out of all the issues in the world today, all you want to accomplish is universal health care? So, he didn't know how to react to her or anything like that. It's crazy. But she's right. Out of all the issues in the world today, you just want to attack and conquer healthcare. And he says, well, I want to make Obamacare better. She just looked at him and shook her head. Oh. I did hear that. I don't know about the deadly part, but I'm hoping you're right that it's not. And none of our kids want shutdowns. I mean, okay, so when COVID started in 2020, my company was one of the first companies that sent everybody home. And that is because an employee at the company had just went out of the United States on vacation, came back, and started having symptoms. At 11 o'clock that morning, we were all told we had a mandatory meeting on the phone. And in that meeting, a half an hour later, we were told that we were all being sent home. Now, we haven't worked in the office since then. And all the COVID, things that they made up in the workplaces, that's all gone now. Well, does that mean it's all coming back? Because my company was just getting ready to have anybody who was within 15 miles of an office start going back to the office 2 days a week. They've been preparing for this now for probably a good 5-6 months. And now COVID's coming back. So does that mean all that preparation and all those plans get scrapped? I mean, it's crazy. And who's going to be considered essential? The same people that were considered essential last time? Well, I guess those companies have a footing because they had to make a plan before, and they can just bring that plan back together. But it still puts a stress on employees, and universal mental health care could go a long way to solve other. I agree. Janet, I'll never forget 9/11. I'm in the UK, but it affected me greatly just watching it on my TV. Yeah. can't believe it's been so many years now. It seems like it was just a few years ago that happened. Sorry. Just got a message. Holy moly, we do not have enough counselors. Yes. I think all of us miss our pre-days of 9/11. I worked and made more money than ever all during COVID. I cleaned federal funded housing. I'll always have a job. Yep. Yeah. And like I said before, we eat, breathe, and sleep true crime, right? Some of us just, that's what we like. Not necessarily like, but it's what drives us. Nobody likes somebody losing their life. But you got to admit, for some of us that don't get to use these skills on a daily basis during our job, our normal 9 to 5 job or whatever, it's the investigation, it's the research, it's trying to put the puzzle together. It's trying to bring awareness and just trying to help these families have a voice. I have to say, our group, our community here at True Crime with Marv is awesome. If I put out a post that's about a missing person and I say, please share, it gets shared. If I do a live on a missing person and I say, please share and please pass this around, you guys are wonderful. I know that it's going to get passed around and people all over the world are going to see it. And as much as I research, you guys research just as much. And, you guys help give me information, which is wonderful. Digital. I'm never ever getting addicted to another case. I barely pay attention to Idaho list. My mind can't do this again. I know where you're coming from. Yeah, you're right. And I've said I'm going to do other cases, and I want to so bad. But between Delphi and especially right now the Tabitha case, I'm consumed by those two. But I do pay attention to the other cases. The Rachel Morin case, I've been trying to keep up with that one. Right now, I'm doing research on BTK because, boy, he's back in the news. They're looking at missing people, and they think he's their main suspect. Idaho 4. Last thing I saw was he went into court and wanted the charges thrown out. Not going to happen. but that's what they asked for. You know, I have not been able to keep up on the list one. But I'm sure I'll catch up on that one too eventually. But there's so many other things going on, you know, like baby Amaya Robertson. Her mother's trial was supposed to start, I believe, last Monday. Well, now there's a delay in it again, a continuance. You got Adam Montgomery's case coming up on Harmony Montgomery. I want to watch that. You know, then you have crazy Daybell woman. Thank goodness she was convicted. But now you have her other half's trial coming up. And I don't know if you guys have been listening to the Silver Linings podcast that Lori Daybell's brother and uncle have been doing. They're fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic. So if you haven't caught those and you like that case, take a listen. They talk about all kinds of stuff related to the case, you know, how they saw things happening, you know, their feelings, and yeah. What kind of things do I do to relax? That is a great question. I play silly games on my iPad. My favorite thing to do is color. I have a coloring app, and it's color by number. You know, you try to find all the numbers for that color and puts together a beautiful picture. So I do that. I also, when I really need to just unplug and get away, I watch two types of videos on YouTube: coin pushers, and believe it or not, ear cleanings. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. It clears my mind. I just focus on coins being pushed and prizes going down the little end, or big chunks of earwax coming out. It's crazy. And when I really need to relax and just unplug, you know, then it's Minecraft, or I watch these really weird sci-fi movies with my husband that I don't really enjoy. Yeah, it's just being with them. Yes, Mothers of Dragon. It is like pimple popping, which I watch the pimple popper, Dr. Lee, you know, and then I found this doctor, and he's not from the United States. I think he's from the UK, and cleans out earwax. And I learned about all kinds of different earwax and how infections get started, and it's just weird. It is weird. Toe Bro does he do with like let's see here. What am I trying to think of? The toenails that are, oh, I can't think of the word. Not impacted, but I get you, Marv. I watch the ear clean and pimple pops. It soothes my... Yes. Yes. Yeah, they're human ears. You'd be amazed at what comes out of there. Oh my goodness. Okay, jury being selected for the case of the disabled daughter shut inside a car for 5 hours. Oh my God. I'm a mother. My son was teaching me to use YouTube, and I ended up taking over his channel and never changed his name because I'm afraid I'll screw everything up. I watched The Hoof. Oh. I'm not allowed to touch other people's accounts. Yeah. I've messed my own up. Absolutely. His brothers have good channels too. One tells stories from Scotland, the other is an artist. You know what else I like to watch? I like to watch the YouTube videos where somebody's out in the woods and they make like a cabin out of just what's there. Although they always have nails. I never figured that out. They must bring just the nails with them. But I like to watch those videos too. It's amazing what kind of things they can create. Ingrown toenails. Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to think of. He's from Canada. Oh, wow. Anybody ever watch Nicola White who does mudlarking on the... No. That's one I haven't. Like the ones where they take famous paintings and bring them to life. One tells stories for the royals and brings their... Oh, cool. Have you watched Girl in the Woods, Marv? No. It's amazing. You know, if people saw my view history on YouTube, they would probably think I'm crazy. Because I watch anything that has to do with the Titanic. I watch anything that has to do with the Holocaust. I watch anything that has to do with Anne Frank. And then I watch 2 creators that are just coin pushers. And now the Aussie guy, I watch his daughter who does scratch tickets. It's so awesome. She does so much better than I ever would. So it's called Aussie Scratch 'em. And then I'm trying to think of Jason's channel. I think it's just Aussie Coin Pusher, but I gotta... I'll have to find it. You know, and then in there you have anything to do with 9/11. I watch forensic science, anything with that, anything with murders. There's a series that I found with psychics who have helped the police solve cases. Ooh, Bigfoot. Yeah, what are some of the things that you guys watch? You know, now I'm telling you my crazy stuff. Share yours. Besides, critical drinker, faces of the forgotten. Interesting. Dumpster diving videos. There you go. One of the things I actually watch on TV is, I don't remember the name of the show, but it has to do with smuggling. It shows all these airports where people try to smuggle things into the airport, and they get busted. And my husband was watching it the other night, and he goes, "You missed a good one." And I said, "Well, what was it?" And he said, "Well, they had all these, not paintings, but tile painting type things. And they got a tip that they were going to be coming through this airport. So, of course, they stopped them and wanted to look at them, but they don't have the expertise to say, okay, this was stolen from such and such place and it's worth this much and whatever." And so they bring in these experts to tell them. So what this guy was doing is anything that was broken on these old tile pictures, portraits and stuff, he was fixing them to make them look nicer. And my husband said in the end, they found over $4.2 million worth of these that were being smuggled through this airport. I'm like, holy crap. I think you would like Faces. He goes to cemeteries and tells stories of people there. Oh, cool. That's neat. That's the Customs channel. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That is crazy. So it's not just drugs that they're finding. It's all kinds of stuff. I don't remember which airport it was. Hey, Joplin, welcome. We're just chatting and talking about different things that we watch on TV and YouTube and just spending some time together. So, if I had to ask you guys, if there was only one, other than true crime, there's only one type of channel that you could watch, what would it be? So let's say like coin pushing or ingrown toenails or earwax or pimple popping, what would it be? Conspiracy theories, that's a good one. Comedy, absolutely. British history. So you're a history buff like I am. Anything science, yes. Thrifting. Ooh. Did I miss anything? Kel, that's just a whole different world of messed up. People bringing live animals hidden on their bodies. I agree. That is nuts. So one of those things that make you go, Saturday, take my daughter. She's moving back to college for this school year. Now she's in a different dorm this year. And they have all these signs on the walls, right? Informational signs, whatever. And I'm reading them and just kind of browsing them. And then I see a sign that says, Do not lick the wall. What? And my sister turns to me and she goes, you know somebody's done it. That's why that sign's on the wall. And I'm like, why would anyone want to lick a wall in a dorm? Yuck. Kind of like the stickers that are on underwear that say do not iron with your underwear on. Yeah. I laughed when watching Customs catch a husband and wife who had 2 suitcases of cigarettes, and they said it was just for their personal use. Yeah. Okay, so on TV, one of the shows that I do watch on TV, there's not many anymore. Normally it's all YouTube. But I finally got Peacock. And the reason I got it is because I wanted to see the last wrestling pay-per-view. And I realized that we used to watch live PD all the time, every weekend. Well, they've changed the name of the show and it's called On Patrol, and that's on Peacock. So I've been watching a lot of On Patrol. That is one of my favorites. I don't know why. It's just crazy stuff that happens. So, yeah, I like watching On Patrol now. In fact, my best friend from high school came the other night, and we ended up staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning watching On Patrol and just chatting and spending time together. And yeah. What's that digital? I know women who iron their husband's old school boxers. That is a good show. Live Body Cam. That is a good show. That is one that I like. Fear Thy Neighbor. That's another one. It just amazes me what neighbors will do to each other. And it can get scary. Kelt, I've never loved a man in a way that made me want to iron their boxers. Nope. I'd rather just throw them on the wrinkle control back into the dryer. Iron. Yeah, no. But you know some fool did it while wearing them and got burned. Have you watched Donut on YouTube? He shows a lot of body cam footage. Ooh. No, I'll check that out. I'm very worried that my elderly neighbor is going to pass and some really bad folks move in. I know. You watch these shows and see what happens, and it makes me thankful that I live out in the country and that my neighbors are not very close. Joplin says, is Donut out of Texas? Yes. Okay. So what do I do while I'm driving in the car? Well, I listen to Spotify, and I have my podcasts. I only have a couple that I listen to right now. Crime Junkies. Obsessed with those girls. They do a fantastic job. And then Dateline. What else is on here? Best Case, Worst Case. and Big Mad True Crime. Those are the podcasts that I have. And then I have music from, I listen to all kinds of music. So it's either music or podcasts or the radio's off. Janet says, haha, the iron would be max temp. That's one thing I guess you could threaten them with. If you don't knock it off, husband, I'm going to iron your boxers while they're on you. Don't forget to put the steam on. Favorite bands. I love The Cure. Yep. But lately it's been the oldies. And I'm talking oldies. Like Wake Up Little Susie, Mr. Sandman. Those types of oldies. The Doors. Andrea, Jelly Roll. Yep. I live out in the country too, but our small town has now doubled in population. A lot of people from up north moving south. I often wonder why. Is there anything going on up your way, Marv? No. No, actually, no. This town is finicky. They don't let in a lot of business. Hardee's just closed. We have Arby's, Culver's, McDonald's, and Subway. And then you have your little bars that serve food, chips. How far from the Dells do I live? My cat is laying on my work laptop. She's driving me crazy. She got up there before I closed the top, so now she's pressing all the buttons. The Dells is like an hour and a half south of me. Yeah. Lack of jobs, probably. Well, it seems like it goes in a transition. In and out, yin yang, people want to be in the city, so they move to the city. Then they don't want to be in the city anymore, so they move out to the country. And then, I don't know, 20 years later, they're like, nope, I want to be back in the city, so they move in the city. I am a country girl. All the way. $30-year-old trailers are going for $200,000. Oh my God. Saw Cure in concert in May. Wow. So what other bands do you guys listen to? No, I'm not a kid, that's for sure. I grew up in my uncle's bar listening to Tammy Wynette, George Jones, I'm trying to think. I had her name and then it slipped right by. You know, that era is what I grew up on. Foo Fighters. Ew. So there you go. Along with great bands, what is the best concert you've seen? Oh, you got that right. It's coming. My mom loved Elvis. Yes. Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, Patsy Cline. That's what I was trying to think of. ABBA, Willie Nelson. Yeah. Now, what is my favorite boy band that I like to go see? Well, I've seen several of their concerts, and that would be New Kids on the Block. There's several reasons why I like to go see them. Reminds me of when I was a kid, and they've all gotten better looking with age and still have good bodies, and they like to show it. So why not go and see it? Boys to Men, yes. In fact, I think the last concert I went to, Boys to Men were with them. Because they like to get, who has heard the rumor that NSYNC is getting back together? That was one of the concerts that I saw down in Milwaukee. Heart with Bryan Adams. Oh my God, I love Bryan Adams. Oh, yes. You did hear that. That's what I'm hearing. I never thought it would happen because Justin Timberlake is just too big on his own, but that's what I'm hearing. First slow dance was to Heaven. Yeah. Aww. I like having these conversations. Can't talk about true crime all the time. Just can't do it. Those were the days. Yup. You got it. Good old days. I can honestly say the music nowadays, I don't know. I just don't get into it. Big bucks right now. Bring back old bands. Oh, Def Leppard. Yeah. Motley Crue. I got that on my playlist. Yeah, I like this too. It's just us hanging out, talking about regular things. Yes, the new music does. Even the country. I'm like, I'll listen to all my old stuff. You're good, Kelt. It's just a heart to heart and having some fun. No, it's not country. A lot of it. Music's got to come back around and get better. I mean, some of it nowadays isn't bad, but it's not like I obsessively listened to it like I did with the older stuff. '60s and '70s were the best years for great groups. I know. That's crazy. I do have to say my favorite song by her is The Climb. That one will put tears in my eyes every time I hear it. Now we know we're in trouble. Yeah. And let's see. What else do we have in the entertainment world? Oh yes, Britney Spears' marriage didn't last. I didn't think it would. Let's see. Oh yes, Big Brother's back on, so my son likes that show. That and Survivor. So mom's got to watch Survivor and Big Brother with him every once in a while. Trying to think. Otherwise, I don't really have any shows that I must watch on TV, and it's mostly all YouTube stuff that I watch. Even my husband's watching YouTube now. He never used to do that. It hasn't yet, but it's about to. The last movie I saw was Top Gun Maverick. And I can't tell you what movie I saw before that. I'm trying to think of what it was. Because every once in a while, the kids will be like, Mom, watch this movie with us. Or my husband will have something on and I'll half watch it with them and color. Transformers, okay, those are some good movies. I've seen a lot of those with my husband. Yep. I've gone to Star Wars with them. Cheap Trick. Yeah. Those are good ones, Jill. Is that on like Hulu or Netflix? Digital? You're seeing Al's? Okay, let me ask you. How many of you went and saw the Barbie movie? Anybody? Because I did not. That is just one I was not interested in. But a lot of adults that I talked to said that they put some adult humor in there that went right over the kids' heads. So I've seen the previews. I don't know if I could get through it exactly. Okay, Sound of Freedom. This is one that I actually want to see. So everybody that I talked to that's watched this says it's good, but it's tough to get through. Barbie's for children, it saddens me. Yeah, well, they're making it for adults too. So have you all seen the Progressive commercial where they're standing in front of the Barbie house and all that? Oh, yeah. Yikes. There's something we could talk about. What is the best commercial you've ever seen? I don't know that I could narrow it down to one. trying to think. Digital says, Melissa, how hard is it to watch? I might have to watch it in segments. Sound of Freedom. I don't know that I could sit down and watch all of it at once. Yeah, favorite commercial. Best commercial. I think the one commercial that's in my top 5 is the Budweiser commercial after 9/11. That's got to be one in the top 5. Where's the beef? Those were funny. Those were funny. Budweiser, yep. Can't think of one, but Super Bowl commercials are the best. Yeah. I've fallen and I can't get up. Oh, those were classic. Any commercial with pineapples, it makes me think of you, Marv. Oh my God, yeah. Same lady in those commercials? Oh my goodness. The I've fallen and I can't get up, that's a classic. I'm trying to think of some more. I look at the Liberty Mutual commercials and think, what is my company thinking of? Doug and the Emu has become very popular. Oh, the clapper. Yes. Clap on, clap off. Yep. What other ones can we think of? There's so many good old ones. It's hard to think of them all now. Yeah. I'll have to see if I can find that one and watch it. The Cadbury Easter commercials. Yes. There you go, True Crime Housewife, the Geico. Somebody help me, I have a flat tire. Speaking of channels to watch, the ones that have the old commercials and toys, yeah. I think any of the Geico commercials are legendary. Ah, digital, there you go. And the Oscar Mayer Wiener. Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness. So when you think of this stuff, from the past, what do you remember from that time period compared to today? Life was easier, I think. I really do. At the time, it was easier, simpler. Calmer, not so stressful, was slower paced. Today, things move so fast. Yeah, I agree. I would take the early 90s back. Everything is hustle now. You got it. Quick, fast, entitled. Nowadays, pre-cell phones. Yes. It's amazing the way our lives have changed with the internet and cell phones and iPads and tablets and oh, I mean, you go to dinner now and there's four of us. We all got our nose in the phone until one of us says, "Phones down, put them in the middle." It's family time, you know. Yes, you had to work to buy things. Technology has definitely advanced. Luke and Laura. Oh, General Hospital. Yeah. Love me some General Hospital. I just wish Steve Burton would come back. Never missed Luke and Laura. Yep. Bo and Hope. Another super couple on soap operas. Yep. Who Shot JR? Oh, yeah. Knots Landing. I remember watching that with my mom as a kid. It's almost like we can't carry on in a personal conversation anymore. Yeah. Everybody's texting. There aren't, many face-to-face conversations anymore. Telephone well, I'm on the telephone, but yeah. Oh my goodness. Dynasty. Yep. Or Falcon Crest. Yep. Love Boat and Fantasy. The plane. 6 Feet Under. Dukes of Hazzard. Yes. Phones and driving. There's so many vehicles now that have the hands-free and all that good stuff. I love WWE. We went to a pay-per-view. My husband took me to a pay-per-view and got me really close seats. And it was in the corner that The Rock would always go to and flip up his belt. Oh, I must have stood there in the front row or next to the front row taking pictures like crazy and drooling And then the security guard tried to throw me back in my seat. And somebody in the front row pulled me over and said, "Here, just stand in front of me and keep going." It was so awesome seeing that man up close and personal. And then this week to lose two of them, Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt, who was only 36. Devastating. Quantum Leap. This was one of my dad's favorite shows. We would watch this together every week. It was, oh, that was good times. Yeah, you're right. All these great shows, great music. And then another one that I had to watch every week with him was MacGyver. Yes. Your adopted uncle is the multi-dollar. Oh. We all thought it was real until we learned that it wasn't. What's that? Marv, I found something awesome. What is it? Magnum PI, that was another one. Oh my gosh, Melissa, yes. Yes, Von Erks, Cagney and Lacey, Hill Street Blues. I always thought my dad was Ric Flair because he looks so much like my bio dad. Oh my goodness. We need a MacGyver remake. I found an AI program that makes shorts for us in a few minutes. Awesome! Woo! I love it. You'll have to share that with me. Land of the Lost. My husband and I spent rainy time on vacation watching Beverly Hillbillies. Yup. Woo, yeah. Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. I think I like to read their books more than watch the shows. Chips. Oh, yeah. I can't watch Jaws. I can't do it. When it comes to scary movies, I am the biggest baby in the world. I will hide behind pillows, go and hide behind walls and ask what's happening. I just can't do it. Punky Brewster. Now that's something I haven't heard of in a long time. Oh my goodness. No, that's an oldie. Who's not obsessed with the Rocky movies? Mother Dragon. Meg is the new Jaws. I love scary movies, but no demons. Silver Spoons. Oh, yes. I think every young girl's walls were full of pictures of Ricky Schroeder. True Crime says, always thought she was cute. Punky. Yes. Who couldn't miss an episode of Hee Haw? I can't do the Saw series either. Nope. Mm-mm. No way. I can't. I drive everybody in the room with me nuts because I've got my eyes covered with pillows or I'm hiding behind a wall and then but I can't take it. I have to know what's happening. So I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? And they're like, sit down and watch it. I'm like, I can't. It's awful. What was the first Alien show with Mulder? I don't remember. Yeah. Anyone's parents get in a fight to buy you a Cabbage Patch for Christmas? Oh. I bet you my mom would. She would have. Oh, no, I can't do it, Jill. I just can't do it. Mm-mm. Golden Girls, Fat Albert. That just came to my mind. Oh my gosh. And it's all because Jinx said, hey, hey, y'all. Oh, the storyline may be amazing, but I can't do it. I just can't watch scary movies. Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind they are. I think Children of the Corn scarred me when I was younger forever. I just can't do scary movies. Yeah, no, not happening. Not in my lifetime. Hey Jinx, how you doing? Oh, X-Files. I've watched that. Yeah, see Jason, Freddy. Nope, don't watch them. Welcome to Good Burger. What is that? Let's see. Janet, I'm sure you don't look like a Cabbage Patch doll. All of us are beautiful in our own way. Yes. Or, okay, so another one of my favorites, if we're going to start talking cartoon wise, was Fraggle Rock. Jinx. She comes in, says her favorite opening, and I'm like, Fat Albert! What was the show where the guy always says dynamite? Thanks, Jinx. Google it. Good Burger. I'll have to Google it. It's a movie. Okay. Yeah. Kelt says, see, guys, none of these shows could be made now. Muppet Show. Oh, yeah. We should do a Name That Tune. That would be an interesting live. That would, for a fun night. Name That Tune. Thundercats. He-Man. Banana Split. Good Times. What is this? Conjunction junction? What is your function? Okay, that'll be another fun live. All of you have to bring your favorite tongue twisters so we can try to say them. Almighty Mouse. MASH. Here I come to save the day. Yep. Oh my goodness. Or name the old cartoon intro theme songs. There you go. Roadrunner was my favorite. And then they said that was too violent, and they took it off. And I think I cried. We'll have to do that. True Crime Investigates. Get a fun night with music games. Mickey Mouse is always going to be the OG. Yep. Steamboat Willie, you like? Schoolhouse Rock. Flintstones. Yep, can't forget about them. Can't forget about them. And then you got to think about all the after school specials that we watched. Oh my goodness, I can't even name them off. Nobody was ever injured in the making of Roadrunner. Yep. Jinx, what was the rabbit before Mickey Mouse? Jinx says, I'm not sure. Can't forget about the Jetsons. Yeah. Tugboat Annie. The Magic School Bus. Yep. Those were the days. I liked the first year of Degrassi. Oh my goodness, Jinx. Pippi Longstocking. Haven't heard that in forever either. Bugs Bunny. Elmer Fudd. Yup. I mean, you can't pick one as the best because they were all so good from that time period. Yes, today ended well. So glad to just come and chat, spend time with everybody. I'm charging my phone because my phone died. Watched too many documentaries today. So what's coming up for the rest of the week? Well, tomorrow I am finishing up my research on BTK, and on Wednesday I'm going to do a live about him. And in the meantime, I'm going to get some more information on a couple other stories and do lives on those too. So, and then next week, we will jump back in to the Tabitha series too. And I don't know if you guys are a member of the True Crime with Marv Facebook page, but there's so much that goes on that page. So much information on different cases. Oh my goodness. Barney. Oh, what were the other ones? Teletubbies. I remember having watched some episodes of that. I've watched that. That is good. That is a good movie. Definitely. Blue's Clues. Oh, who could forget Steve? Those Teletubbies were awful. Clifford, Doogie Howser. I used to watch that one. No, not yet. Why? Did he do a show about her? Yeah, Pee Wee Herman, yucky. That is true, Jinx. You learned about a lot of things because of Blue's Clues. Captain Kangaroo. That's an oldie. Wow. I don't remember if I remember Great Space Coaster. Oh, yeah. How many of you seen the Veggie Tales? That's one my daughter used to watch when she was little. Yeah, there's a lot of reality shows now. So many. There is a writer's strike. It's not going well. So I think a lot of us will be waiting for our season premieres on some shows. Yep. Pac-Man, Space Invaders. Oh my gosh. Bozo the Clown. All right, is my phone going to turn back on? All right, it turned back on. Okay, so let's see. Favorite PlayStation game, Xbox, any of the newer systems. It's okay, Andrea. Mr. Ed. So my favorite, and I struggle with PlayStation because I like the puzzle solving games, and they don't have a lot of those on PlayStation. So I'm stuck with Minecraft and The Sims, and my daughter loves, yes, Super Mario Brothers. My daughter loves the Resident Evil games. Her and my husband play those, and I watch. Super Mario Brothers. So I learned early in my relationship with my husband that if he said something like, I think we should go look at TVs because Super Mario Brothers isn't big enough on our TV, that meant we weren't just going to look, we were going to buy it. And it was all because of Super Mario Brothers. Yep, I play solitaire too. Legend of Zelda. Call of Duty. Yep. This Is Us, I think, is the name of it. I know my husband and my daughter were playing that, and that was fun to watch. You don't think you have played a game on your phone? Well, let's see here. What do I got on my phone? Bingo. Backgammon. Reversey. That's it for games. So bingo, backgammon, and reversey. I do like mahjong. Yep. Yeah, the finding ones. I like those too. Best fiends and mahjongs. Yep. Exactly, Janet. Me too. I do like Mario Karts though. We will play. We will get all four of us together and play that. Oh, digital. Two good ones. Hairspray and Grace. Yes. You like to get a wee bit toasty and play mahjong? That's got to be interesting. Oh my goodness. That might make it easier to find the matches, or it might make it a little hard. Pac-Man. Yep. What is the name of the one where you're hopping over the logs and Frogger? Is that what it is? Yep. Like that one. Jewel Quest. Any of those. Any of the matching ones. Yeah. Marv, takes me a while to clear that screen. Yes, Donkey Kong 2. Can't forget that one. Tron and Joust. I was never good at any of them, but I tried, and I had fun dying. Frogger, I get squished all the time. Crossy Roads. I've watched my son play that one. Yep. Absolutely. The first time I saw him play it, I'm like, "Oh, you're playing Frogger." And he's like, "No. What the heck is Frogger, Mom?" I'm like, "It looks like this, kind of." He's like, "No, this is Crossy Roads." I'm like, "Okay." Shaking my head at my cat, laying on my laptop, just sleeping away. But, all right, everybody. I've had fun tonight. We're going to have to do this again. Definitely need these down nights. Minecraft is about the only one I can play, and I'm still not good at it either. I get in the caves by the zombies and stuff, and I'm dying all the time. And my husband just laughs at me. And eventually, I just hand him the remote and say, "Please kill all of them so I can move on." All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap it up. I've had fun. Enjoyed being with you all again. Wednesday, like I said, will be BTK night. And then coming up here, we're going to have a Delphi night too. Talk Delphi again. Oh, Mothers of Dragon, I'm so glad that it took your mind away, and that you had some fun. Yeah, it was a great time. I love having these types of chats. Thank you all for coming in and participating and talking with me and reminiscing about all kinds of things. It's been amazing. This was a good laugh. Absolutely. Tijo says, "I've got so interested, I forgot to hit the like." Don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, I'm sure we will. All right, everybody. Good night. You have a great night. I will see you Wednesday. I'll make sure that I make the thumbnail and the live tomorrow so that everybody knows when I'll be on. You all have a good night. Stay safe. Bye.